As work begins on the state budget, lawmakers will be looking for ways to save money, but some are also looking for new sources of revenue for the state. Maggie Glenn explains how some legislators are betting on casinos and gaming to help make up for the shortfall brought on by the pandemic.
The Texas Capitol is in the sights of the Las Vegas lobby. More than 50 lobbyists have been dispatched straight from the Strip, and the Sands' late CEO funneled millions of dollars to Republican state lawmakers' campaigns, all in hopes that gaming legislation will be seen as an answer to the state budget shortfall.
You could count that as a source of revenue in order to fund the services that we need here.
The state's deficit coming out of the pandemic isn't as dire as once thought,
which showed July's $4.6 billion shortfall estimate now projected to be a $946 million shortfall.
But legislators made it clear the budget going forward will still be tight.
It is a responsible budget that meets the essential needs of our state.
Expanding legalized gambling in Texas is not a new concept. State Senator Carol Alvarado has been filing bills to establish a gaming commission in Texas for years.
It's been an uphill battle ever since I've been filing the bill since 2009.
Opposition in the past has come mainly from conservatives on moral grounds.
Those who were skeptical of the social hazards that might be seen as attending gambling, from gambling addiction.
But Democrats point to other states where the system has already been established.
You go to Oklahoma, Louisiana, guess what license plates you see? You see Texas license plates. In order to make certain that revenue stays in the state of Texas, it makes sense to me.
Maggie Glenn for State of Texas.
In addition to casinos and gaming commissions, there is also a bill filed to legalize sports betting in Texas. One vocal opponent to gambling legislation is Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. He has a lot of power to block bills, and Patrick says sports betting won't see the light of day in Texas.
It's upside down with a lot of Republican voters. I mean, in other words, more or against it than for it. There's some people who are for it. But we don't even have a sponsor. You have to get a constitutional amendment because you have to change all the laws. So that means you have to have 21 out of 31 votes in the Senate and 100 out of 150 in the House. Now, the Democrats are all in, but it's not, when you don't even have a sponsor, it's not even a bill you spend much time on or think about.
Efforts to ease restrictions on gambling in Texas have failed at the legislature, including in the 2019 session. In the past, 2 bills allowing casinos to be built in Texas faced strong opposition from social conservatives at the Capitol. Those bills never made it out of committee. Another bill aimed to change the definition of daily fantasy sports, calling it a game of skill, which would make it legal to win money under Texas law. That bill passed the House by a wide margin, but never got a vote in the Senate. Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle. We'll be back next week to bring you an in-depth look at Texas politics. Have a great day.